is esoteric stuff. You can't be sharing this with everybody. You are responsible for all your actions. Make sure you don't break any laws of the land. Make sure you're 18 and older. And make sure you understand this for information, education, and entertainment. Let's get started. The Vajra, one of my favorite symbols on the planet. If you see here, there are these little creatures known as the Makara, a symbolic representation of a sea monster, a guardian of truth. There's a man who goes by the name Vajrapani, who's also a protector of the truth. The Vajra is a weapon. Find out more about it in this video today. I'm inspired. Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumet Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I am a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today we're talking about this object right here, okay? It's a ritual and symbolic object in Tibetan Buddhism, as well as different schools of Buddhism, as well as Hinduism. So it's very, very powerful because this object right here is symbolic of a weapon. It's symbolic of a weapon by the god Indra, who's the thunder god. Similarly, if you've seen the Mjolnir, okay, if I'm pronouncing that right, the Thor's hammer, right, that also has a similar connotation to this. However, it is said that the Shakyamuni Buddha himself, he transformed the prongs to clothes, changing it from a dangerous weapon into a powerful scepter. And this scepter, you've seen, is held very gently. The hands of the ascended masters. You've seen a depiction of Buddha like this. You've seen Padmasambhava like this. Why am I fascinated with it? I'm fascinated by the connotations of this and what it represents, which is indestructibility. Essentially, what the Vajra symbolizes and represents is indestructibility. Okay, the Vajra Yana, which is the path I'm on, is associated with the indestructible path, the diamond path. So from Adad to Ninurta, Zeus or Jupiter, to the thunder god Indra, is described as a fireball across the heavens. Have you ever seen lightning in the sky? You know how terrifying and striking it is? It fills you with fear, but awe at the same time. That's the energy of the Vajra. You see? So this powerful object can be kept in our minds as a visual reminder, right? A ritual object of devotion. This is also called a dorje in Tibetan or Pali. You meditate on this as an image itself, okay? As a sacred image. You can hold it in your hand, like so. Why is it called also a diamond? A diamond is pure and indestructible. It is spotless. It has no imperfections. This is also representative of the thunderbolt of enlightenment. You see, almost a Satori experience reminding us that the whole sky is available to us. So this node right here is Shunyata, or 0 point. It's a very important symbol of manifestation in my own perspective. Vajrasana is the location where the Buddha achieved enlightenment. The Vajra Asana is the lotus position, the seated lotus position. And the highest mental state is Vajra Samadhi. So this indestructible clarity, this thunderbolt approach, this light speed approach will get you to enlightenment the fastest. Okay? This is one of those paths that gets you here in one single lifetime. You don't need to go through lifetimes of karma and, all of that. But it's going to be difficult. Why? Because you're going to be facing the truth. You're going to be revealing a lot. So if you're looking for something quick, but also sustainable, this is a great path towards spirituality. The Vajra is held in the left hand, the masculine principle, also symbolizing virya, semen, upaya, meaning action. On the other hand, there is the bell. The bell represents wisdom, the female component, prajna. So this is the physical world, and this is the world associated with all the tantric deities. So essentially this is a symbol of tantric Buddhism. Buddhist Sakra figure who was seen carrying this as well, including Indra. Padmasambhava apparently used this as a weapon to defeat all the demons around Buddhism. He's also known as the second Buddha. Tantric iconography, there's also someone called Vajrasattva, and he's seen holding the Vajra near his heart. Vajrapani, who is the embodiment of truth, looks fearful because sometimes we're not willing to face the truth. But that's what it looks like. We've got to understand that. 3 prongs on each side, the threefold path of the Buddha nature. We have the lotuses representing samsara and release from samsara, right? The endless cycle of suffering, and nirvana, or the release from the cycle of suffering. Obviously, we have the makara, which is this, the sea monster right here, is also known as the protector, the guardian of these teachings. You guys know I'm obsessed with the makara, right? I've been almost calling myself by that name and facing my fears and going into the unknown and exploring these new avenues and different areas of insight. Process, it goes so much deeper. There's dakinis, there are daka codes to learn, there's understandings of how this kind of tantric mentality can help you. And going through this whole process myself and this internal alchemy practices hasn't been easy. However, it's been so informative, and it's been so inspirational as I keep learning more each and every day. Shout out to the Japanese Shingon Buddhism, where they use Vajrayana there in their particular path as well. This challenges the basis of our society. Do you guys see that? Because it causes us to reevaluate our place in this universe, that we are the gods with amnesia, that these weapons have been fused now to remind us and held in our consciousness to remind us that we are warriors, to remind us of the true devotion that it takes towards this lifetime of mastery of this Vajrayana path, of this lightning bolt gateway towards enlightenment. Because it's lightning fast does not mean that it's easy, okay? This is a path where there's a lot of questioning yourself, doubting yourself, understanding, revealing the dogmas, the cultural conditioning, all the stuff that doesn't belong anymore. It's going to be confrontational. It's going to be a journey of you meeting your fears, and you will understand that it's not for anybody. But this path of spirituality is what I'm interested in, and I'm learning more each day. And sometimes it feels like it's becoming my own version of it in my own mind. However, I pull myself back and I look at the datums and I look at the principles, because the principles of a practice are very, very important to know. The values of that practice, the principles of it. And then from there, we can slowly start to guide ourselves towards really constructing something meaningful of our own. You know how we talk about masculine archetypes, right? King, warrior, magician, lover. Padmasambhava represents all of them. He's a king, King Vajra. He's a warrior. He has a weapon, the Vajra. He holds the scepter of power, basically. He's a lover. He has many consorts. And he's the magi, the magician. He has the skill of accessing this rainbow body. If you're having trouble with addictions, if you're having trouble with things that you keep holding on to, like the past, you're attached to the past, you keep cursing the past, it's time to work with this energy of the Vajra. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let's go. Upward spiral gang. Boom.